I'm gonna tell you how to be a YouTuber. Step by step, we're gonna cover all of the important things that you need to know, and we're starting right now.
That's just how it is. Ain't waiting on me.
And real quick, before we get into it, this video is brought to you by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes covering dozens of creative and entrepreneurial skills that you need as a YouTuber. Explore classes for everything from making videos to video editing and even graphic design so you can make amazing thumbnails, which is extremely important. The cool thing about Skillshare's premium membership is it gives you unlimited access to high quality classes from experts in a ton of fields to help you gain new skills to improve in everything you do. Skillshare is also incredibly affordable, especially compared to a lot of the YouTube specific courses out there. In fact, an annual subscription is less than $10 a month. You may have noticed that I've been attempting to create some vlog style content lately, so I personally took Sarah Dietschy's class on how to vlog so that I can make better vlogs for you, because developing the right skills is important for the job. Try Skillshare for yourself through the link on the screen, which is also available in the description, and get 2 months of Skillshare Premium free so you can level up your skills as well. The simple answer for how to become a YouTuber is basically just to upload videos to YouTube, but once you start doing it, it gets a lot more complicated than that. So I'm gonna take you step by step through the process of the most important things to focus on to make sure that you give yourself the best possible chances of success. The very first step in becoming a successful YouTuber is planning things out. And this is important because, as I'm sure you've heard, failure to plan is planning to fail, and that applies to YouTube as well. So knowing what you're uploading is important so that you know the value that you're bringing to other people. And it's also important to know why you want to be a YouTuber, why you're putting out content in the first place, what the purpose of each video that you're uploading is to serve. And the reason knowing all of these whys is so important is because these whys are going to help you make difficult decisions throughout your journey. For example, knowing your why is going to help you know what sponsored videos to take. It's going to help you know who you want to collaborate with, and really, it's going to dictate the specific content that you make as well. And the reason knowing your why also helps dictate the content you make is because knowing that target viewer that you're trying to reach becomes extremely important when you know what it is that you're trying to achieve. And that is so that you can consistently make content that you like making and they like watching. Another thing that you're going to want to do if you are serious about becoming a YouTuber is you're going to want to get your channel together. As a viewer, it might not seem like it, but as a content creator, there's a ton of stuff on the back end just in terms of setting your channel up properly that becomes really important if you want to get your videos out in front of more people. I actually have a video that will show you some settings that a lot of content creators overlook. I'll put a link to that in the description, but it's important to know that almost none of this stuff is automatic. As YouTubers, the people that are uploading content to YouTube on a regular basis, it's up to us to design the user experience on our channels and in our content. So because of that, it's really important that you have a deep understanding of how the platform itself works and the features that you have at your disposal. And part of learning YouTube's features is also learning how to identify how people are responding to your content, which brings us to the next step. As a YouTuber, if you really want to make it on the platform, I can't stress enough the importance of learning how to identify what's working on your channel based on data and not emotion. Look, I get it. As creative people, it's really easy for us to get attached to what it is that we create and we think it's awesome just because we were the ones that made it. But at the end of the day, if you want to be a successful YouTuber, it's important that you remove that attachment and that you rely on data. And don't get me wrong here, trusting your gut is extremely important because you want to make sure that you're doing something that you enjoy as well. But at the end of the day, if you're not using the data that YouTube gives you and you're not making those micro adjustments to make people respond to your content in a better way, YouTube's not going to show your videos to people if they're not getting that response. Knowing that, it's crazy to not look in your stats and not learn how to create a better experience for your viewers so that you can get better results and more eyeballs on what it is that you're doing. So just like successful YouTubers do, you as somebody that's coming in and trying to learn how to be a YouTuber, you have to make sure that you are learning how to use those statistics to your advantage so that you can get your videos in front of more people, which is going to help you have more success here on YouTube. Another thing that's extremely important if you want to be a YouTuber, at least long term. If you want to do something to where you can actually sustain it for a long period of time, it's important that you also learn how to make money from what it is that you're doing. And regardless of what some people might say, I'm telling you right now that it is perfectly okay if you want to make money from uploading content to YouTube. I mean, all of the gear, the lights, the cameras, the monitors, the sound equipment, the microphones, the time that you spend, it all comes at a cost. You're always paying for it in one way or another. I mean, of course, you can make videos on your phone and you can just do it with that, that, but when the time comes that you want to upgrade to a new phone, or you want to get that new DSLR, or you want to get some lights or a microphone or something, wouldn't it be great to have your YouTube efforts pay for that instead of having to come out of pocket for it? Or if you want to go to Vid Summit or another YouTube related event, wouldn't it be great to have your YouTube efforts just cover that cost? YouTubers, successful ones at least, that's one of the things that we do in order to make sure that we're going to be able to do this for a long period of time. So as part of your planning process that we mentioned in step number 1, you want to also try to work in different ways that you're going to be able to make money from the content that you're making, because if you go ahead and you start applying that from the start, then once you get that ball rolling and once you start generating some momentum on your channel, then you're going to be able to start doing this full time, or at least having YouTube pay for some of your stuff a lot faster. The next really important step of becoming a successful YouTuber is investing some of your time into your channel. And by that, I don't mean the actual channel itself or the actual layout itself. What I mean is this: education, learning how YouTube works so that you can get the best results out of it, and staying up with what's actually happening on YouTube so that you can make sure that you can duck and move wherever it is that you need to. Developing your production skills is also important, because when you're first getting started, there's going to be a huge learning curve. So because of that, even when you start putting out videos and you think you know what you're doing, there's probably going to be a really good chance, unless you have, experience with working with cameras and all that, there's going to be a really good chance that even though you might think that everything's dialed in at first, that if you watch those videos 6 months later, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, why did I even do it that way? So learning the production side of things is extremely important, as well as learning how to do some graphic design, because you're going to be making thumbnails, you're going to be making video graphics, you're going to be making channel art and all that stuff. So because of that, it's really important to make sure that you educate yourself on how to do all of this. And most importantly, something that you have to make sure that you do if you really want to have success on YouTube is dedicate a certain amount of time to it every week or every day, depending on what your time allows for, but dedicate the time to it. Here's why. If you're not dedicating time to it, then there's a really good chance that other things in life are going to end up taking priority. But if you really, in your core, if you're like, hey, this is something that I want to do because I think the lifestyle is cool, I've got a message that I want to share, I have information I want to get out there, I want to entertain people, I have goals I want to accomplish, and YouTube's going to help me do that. If you feel that way, then dedicating the time to actually make all of that stuff happen is critical. In fact, Skillshare, today's sponsor, they can help you develop those skills. So make sure that you click on the link in the description to get 2 months of Skillshare Premium for free. Now, if we want to loop this back around into step number 1, make sure that you watch this video right here on planning your content. And to learn more about growing your channel, making videos, and all types of other YouTube related stuff, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.